Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You'll notice that I am keeping on my specs. These are my sunglasses. I had a request to keep them on, but I think it's a bit unfair if I keep them on too long, so I'm going to take them off today. Here we go, the great unveiling. Yes, great. Okay, so welcome again to Breakthrough to Success. This is barrier number 5, other people. A very big one. This is one that I often hear a lot about from clients. And I was talking to someone the other day and I was saying to her, what is it that you think is holding you back as an actor in terms of your career? In other words, what are the barriers that you believe are preventing you from moving forward? And she said, well, I had a difficult relationship with my parents, and my parents have always had a kind of a negative view of what it is that I'm capable of, and basically I believed them. And therein lies one of the issues, taking on board things that other people say. And it's easy to say, my wife is the person who's holding me back. My husband is the person the kids are holding me back. There are all sorts of reasons why I'm not actually further along in my career as an actor. And of course, all of this is actually mentally generated. All of this is just your own stuff that you're thinking. And thoughts are just thoughts. And it is possible to let thoughts move and change and grow and go. Things like that can happen very easily in a moment. So when you do that kind of thing, you just need to take more ownership and more responsibility of that. The other thing that can happen is that you can, that feeling when you bump into someone. I heard this years ago. Someone said, well, if you spot it, you've got it. And in a way, what that often means is that the person that you're meeting that's causing the sort of negative response in you, it has just brought up your own sort of shadow side, your dark side, if you like. That's one way of looking at it. And one of the ways that I coach people to deal with that is by welcoming and accepting and understanding the dark side of ourselves, all these dark aspects that we may have. And there might be a part of you that notices, say, oh, she's very arrogant. Well, maybe you're triggering that yourself. Maybe there's a part of you that's finding that. So one of the things you can do is to integrate that process, an integration process where you notice that and recognize it and speak directly to the part of you that's causing or feels in some way relating to the notion of, say, arrogance. And just close your eyes for a second, go inside and communicate directly with that part and ask this part, what is your positive intention for me? And for what purpose? And notice the responses. And then say thank you to the part on the inside. And notice how you feel when you begin to integrate those aspects of yourselves that you think are unlovable. Because they're not. So cultivate that. The other thing I would suggest, a couple of ideas, is if you find yourself overwhelmed by negative feelings in relation to, a casting director, another actor, anything like that, write into me now here at peakactorsatme.com, and I will send you a direct link to a process that I have created called the Actor's Peace Process, and that will help you to release those negative feelings. So that can really help too. The other thing you can do, 2 other thoughts. In your mind, generally speaking, if there's someone that is causing a lot of issue or energy or charge in your life, you've probably got a big picture going on inside your mind of what this person looks like and how they make you feel. Maybe your feelings feel big and it all seems overwhelming and large, inside your mind. Well, one of the things you can do really effectively is just to shrink down that image. Allow that image to literally shrink in size inside your mind and notice how it feels as you begin to make it smaller and smaller and smaller. And if there are any sounds associated, with that, someone's kind of arguing like this, you can tune those voices down. Literally turn down the volume of the voices inside your mind. And if any of your feelings are feeling very large and expansive, and shrink them down too. Shrink them down. And you will notice yourself feeling much more comfortable on the inside, which will give you a different perspective on this person. Because the other person is a person. And sometimes it helps to, instead of saying this person is a difficult person, think of them as a person with a difficulty. And that can often change the way you think and feel on the inside, and allows you to see them through a softer pair of lenses. Kind of like love goggles. Now, you don't have to go so far as to love everybody. I'm not being sort of hippy-dippy here. But you could actually go as far as to say soft goggles, softening goggles. And start to see people through softer lenses. And notice how you feel. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye now.